So the January transfer window just ended, and what was really refreshing to see is that no team really panicked. None of the teams overspent. Certainly not a team that's under investigation for breaching financial fair play. Anyway, welcome to Footballers, and I'm going to take you through the 10 most expensive signings of the January transfer window. Number 10 is the Mexican striker Santiago Gimenez from Feyenoord to AC Milan. An absolutely genius move. For those who don't know, AC Milan are just about to play Feyenoord in the Champions League. So what better way to weaken your competition than by buying their star striker? I don't know why Celtic didn't do the same and just buy Harry Kane. As a transfer, I think this is genuinely a really good signing, and 32 million euros is a solid deal. Gimenez can slowly be introduced over Morata and Abraham. Plus, if it works, we get to see Mexico and the US working together. Best friends, as it should be. Number 9 is Luis Henrique, not that one, to Zenit for 33 million. For those of you who don't keep up with the Brazilian league, Luis Henrique, after being decent for Real Betis, went to Botafogo and was a key player in them winning the Brazilian league and the Libertadores. Now he's off to Russian club Zenit, which is pretty much the safe haven for Brazilian wingers who couldn't make it in the top 5 leagues. Number 8 is another Brazilian, Vitor Reis, to Man City for 37 million. As a starter for Palmeiras at just 19 years old, this kid looks like he could become a top center back. I don't think he'll get too much game time at the moment since Pep usually likes to slowly integrate his youngsters, but he's definitely one for the future. And for a pretty high fee, it's good that Man City only signed one promising young center back. Number 7 is probably already the greatest Uzbek player of all time, Abdukodir Khusanov, a 20-year-old center back going to Man City for 40 million. Yeah, remember what I said about them only signing one center back? They signed another. Also remember what I said about Pep not throwing his young players into the deep end? Yeah, forget that too. I can't judge him too harshly on his first game. Everybody makes mistakes, but yeah, not the best first impression. Number 6 is the first of 2 Saudi League appearances. Porto's Galeno has gone to Ahli for 50 million. Honestly, I feel pretty bad for Porto. As you'll see later in the video, 2 of their best players have just been raided from them. I don't have too much to say about this transfer. A good player going to the Saudi League in his prime, I think it's probably just going to become increasingly more common. Number 5 is potentially the biggest bargain on the list. Xavi Simons, one of the most hyped players in the world, finally has joined Leipzig for 50 million. After clinging to them for years but still kind of holding on to PSG, he's finally made the decision to join them permanently. I know they basically already had him, but securing him for 50 million is a great deal for Leipzig. If only because they'll definitely be able to sell him on for more than that later. Number 4 is that other Porto player I was talking about, former Barcelona youngster Nico Gonzalez. After being relatively mediocre for the past couple seasons, he's really impressed this season. And who has he gone to? Surely not the club that's already spent 80 million on 2 defenders? Yeah, it's Man City. Nico is a very skillful and graceful midfielder that likes to dribble and get forward, so it does seem like he'll fit perfectly in with Pep. He moved for 60 million, which takes Man City's tally up to 140 million euros. Surely they're done now, right? Number 3 is a kid in a spelling bee's worst nightmare, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. The Georgian star has made the decision to ditch his beloved Napoli, currently top of Serie A, and join Man City. No, thankfully not this time. He's joined PSG, who are starting to look really scary now with how amazing Dembele and Barcola have been. Adding Kvara to the mix has to make them one of the favorites for the Champions League. And number 2 was the biggest signing of the window by far. I'm sure you already know this one. Omar Marmoush to Man City. I've already done a video covering just this transfer alone, so go check that out if you want any more details. But let's just take this moment to acknowledge that his 75 million euro transfer fee means that Manchester City have spent 215 million euros in one January transfer window. Now, it still doesn't touch Chelsea's insane January a couple years back, but it's still absolutely nuts. And now, number 1, one of the most promising young strikers in the world, Jhon Duran, the Colombian sensation, setting the league on fire for Aston Villa this season, scoring some world-class goals, leaving for 77 million euros. Where's he gone to? Barcelona, Arsenal, Bayern, Man City again? No, he's gone to the Saudi League. Yeah, the 21-year-old who probably should be playing in the Champions League has gone to Saudi because he wants to rack up hundreds of millions of euros. Can't really blame him. And to be fair, he is going to his favorite childhood club, so what a wholesome story. Well, that pretty much wraps up the January transfer window. How do you think these signings will do? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know how your club did in the window. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to Footballers for more videos like this one.